My daughter was diagnosed from the very first scan. I've had good support and also get 4 hours a week respite. I work part-time, which helps me cope, and my daughter attends activities to help her development. I rely on friends whose children also have a disability. We support each other. I do wonder why I have a child with a disability, but she brings me great joy, and I do all I can to help her learn to reach her full potential. From 2015, the government expects children with SEN and disabilities up to the age of 25 to have integrated education, health and social care plans, and the choice of personal budgets. How prepared are we? One of my children has a chronic medical condition. The health visitor made me feel responsible for her failure to thrive. I had to fight to get physiotherapy and education support. A high is that she's just started mainstream secondary school and is settling in very well. A low is at home. I've been waiting 2.5 years for adaptation so that my daughter can access the kitchen and learn some independent living skills. There are around 1,700 children with SEN statements or social care support in Southwark. About 1 in 20 receive a direct payment. Mary's journey began when she had her first baby. After family support services were removed, social services helped me gain a nursery place for my son, who has autism. The speech and the language therapist, nursery staff, GP, health visitor and benefits advisor have all helped. There were times when we were fighting red tape that I felt very angry and frustrated, and times when I felt elated at the responses I got. My next journey is supporting my son into school. Around 40% of requests to the SEN panel do not proceed, and many children are supported in schools or settings without such a high level of support. About 3% of pupils have a statement, but around a quarter have an identified SEN. The nature of disability in Southwark is changing. Less than 4% of secondary pupils with statements have autism, but it accounts for nearly 40% of primary pupils with statements. More and more children have been diagnosed with emotional or behavioural difficulties. And half of the children permanently excluded had an SEN. My son was diagnosed with autism at 12. He had just started at a secondary academy. He was not given adequate support at school, which resulted in challenging behaviours, and he was permanently excluded. I would have preferred he stay at secondary, with support like he would have in a special school. I was also angry with the school. How dare they treat my son this way? In Southwark, more than half the children with statements or social care support are over 14. A young person can expect up to 4 transfers between services over the course of their life. Petra is 17. She has Down syndrome and learning difficulties. She's just finished an independent living programme at college. Her CAMS worker says she has deteriorated quite substantially in the past 12 months and is not responding to antipsychotic drugs. They're not sure what's going on and have instructed the support of other medical services. Her parents says she just wanders, appears distressed, pulling at her hair. She was not known to social care. They are now assessing her. Her previous college feels it can't support her, as a lot has changed since she left her special school. A TAC meeting is planned. How can the journeys we've heard be different?